Distinguished guests, by the virtue of the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates presented by the Dean of the respective faculty present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on those whose name appear in the program but could not be here today. You may be seated.
Distinguished guests, welcome to this occasion. I am Professor Liesl Herselman. I'm the Vice Dean of Teaching and Learning in the Faculty of Natural Agricultural Sciences, and I will be the Program Director of today. I would like to invite our Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Vasu Reddy, to the podium so that he can deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Program Director. Distinguished guests, graduates and parents, Dumelang, Sanbonani, Goeiemorgen, good morning. Welcome to this graduation ceremony of the University of the Free State. During this week and the past week, almost 8,000 students will graduate in 19 separate graduation ceremonies on our Conferral campus and the Bloemfontein campuses, each significant in its own right. This morning's ceremony is our 11th. Today, the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences will be graduating 1,484 students, including the conferral of 31 doctoral degrees. This is a faculty that equips sought-after professionals with critical expertise for addressing modern global challenges, including food security, the implications of climate change, and natural resource management. Few occasions hold as much significance as your graduation, both for you and for those who have supported you along the way. Many of you have had to overcome numerous challenges during your journey to get to where you are today. Many of you are also the first in your families to reach this significant milestone. I think that deserves a round of applause. All of you have earned this moment. Not only does it present or represent a culmination of many years of dedicated study, but also the beginning of your journey as stewards of our natural resources, practitioners of scientific knowledge, and innovators of sustainable solutions and development, all about potential solutions to change the world. Graduates, you have had the distinct honor of studying at an institution that is 121 years old, with a proud history of excellence and impact. All of you are transitioning from UFS students to UFS alumni. We invite you to stay connected to your alma mater by playing an active role in our vibrant alumni community. Although the mission of our university has always been to equip you with the knowledge and skills to make a difference in your field of study, it is equally important to equip you with the values that will enable you to make a real difference in your community. We trust that you have had an outstanding university experience, leading to great intellectual and personal growth, and that our institutional values of excellence, innovation, impact, accountability, care, social justice, and sustainability will continue to guide you on your way. So, as you step into the big wide world beyond the University of the Free State, remember that your education is a powerful tool. I urge you to use it to create positive change, and importantly, to also question the status quo when called for, and to pursue your passions with great determination. The future, we know, may always seem uncertain, but it is filled with numerous possibilities waiting for your unique talents and contributions. So as you embark on your new adventure, carry with you the lessons that you have learned and the courage to forge your own path. We recall the words of former President Nelson Mandela, and he had this to say: "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave do not feel afraid, but they are rather people who conquer that fear." So celebrate your success, cherish your memories, and embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. The world is your oyster. The world is yours to explore. Congratulations, COFC graduates. We're extremely proud of you.
Thank you, Prof. Reddy, for that inspiring word of welcome. It sets the perfect tone for today of celebration, reflection, and new beginnings. I would like to bring the following house rules under your attention. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. Those who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are requested to refer to the graduation event program. Today is the time to celebrate the achievements of each graduate. Hearing the full name of each student being announced is important to everyone. You are therefore asked to limit your cheers and loud exclamations, making them short enough for everyone to hear the announcement of the next student. We strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner and ask that you refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid disturbing the ceremony. You are also asked to keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. Then please allow me to welcome the following distinguished guests who's present here on the stage. First of all, our Acting Chancellor, Professor Klopper. The Deputy Minister of Employment and Labour, Mr. Ntuko Jomo Sibiya. The Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Reddy. Our guest speaker, Ms. Emmy Peterson. The Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Philippe Burger. Our Acting Registrar, Mr. Anban Naidu. The Executive Director of Student Affairs, Mr. Themba Flashu. The Campus Principal of the Kwakwa Campus, Prince Nukubeni. The Council Member, Mr. Jerry Toka. Then the representative of the Dean of Economic and Management Sciences, Dr. Johan Kutsia. The representative of the Dean of Education, Dr. Mutekiso Letuma. The representative of the Dean of Health Sciences, Professor Chris Viljoen. The representative of the Dean of the Humanities, Prof. Nompumelelo Zondi. The representative of the Dean of Law, Dr. Jacques Mattia. Then the Dean of our Faculty of Natural Agricultural Sciences, Prof. Paul Oberholzer. And lastly, our ISRC President, Ogorogile Muleme. I would like to introduce our music item for today. The University of the Free State boasts 3 campus choirs, that of the Kwakwa campus, the South campus, and the Bloemfontein campus. Our music item this morning will be performed by the Bloemfontein Campus Choir under the direction of Mr. Werner Stander. The choir will perform Michael Barrett and Mbuzo Ndlovo's famous Baya Sibiza, followed by the Tsonga song Swilu Zini and the late Johannes Kerkorrel's Halala Africa. Let's welcome them on stage.
Besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makofi. Na babantu besibiza, na babantu besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makosi. Baba bantu besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makosi. Namba bantu besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makosi. Namba bantu besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makosi. Aubatini, hosani, nilalela makosi. Aubatini, hosani, nilalela makosi. Namba bantu besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Bantu besibiza, besibiza, mama. Besibiza, 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 hosani, nilalela makosi. Siloini makanana, siloini makanana, siloini makanana, shikepesha majeremani. 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 Ilesh makanana, ilesh makanana, ilesh makanana, shikepesha majeremani. Ilesh makanana, ilesh makanana, ilesh makanana, shikepesha majeremani. Siloini makanana, siloini makanana, Shikepe sama Ceremony. Silo ini makanana. Silo ini makanana. Silo ini makanana. Shikepe sama Ceremony. Iles makanana. Iles makanana. Iles makanana. Iles makanana. Shikepe sama Ceremony. Iles makanana. Iles makanana, shikepe sama Ceremony. Silo ini makanana. Silo ini makanana. Silo ini makanana, shikepe sama Ceremony. Yes! Alala, alala.
No, I think you can do better. That truly deserves a much more. Thank you very much for our choir for their inspiring performance. I think your voices really captured the spirit of celebration of today. Now I am pleased to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Paul Oberholzer, who will present the candidates.
Are you ready, Joe? Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you: the Faculty of Natural and Agriculture Science, bachelor degrees, honor degrees, master degrees, and doctor degrees. Bachelor of Science. Van Wyk C. Volker E. Bachelor of Science majoring in Chemical and Physical Science. Mukwela N. Nala K. Nonyakazi L. Weerlinghuis J. Bachelor of Science majoring in Physics and Agrometeorology. Seleki T. Bachelor of Science with specialization in actuarial science. Adib N. Badasu O. Quetra K. Magaisa K. Maslale N. Masongu N. Matai A. I don't know. Motunchwa S. With a distinction. Matsulane T. Mokwena G. Motinyane R. Mubebu T. Nslabati T. Nkai S. Pretorius L. With a distinction. Siyane S. With a distinction. Sibumba L. Stevenson O. Batoon J. Bachelor of Science with specialization in behavioral genetics. Bason N. Bester T. Makwane N. Potgieter J. Bachelor of Science with specialization in biochemistry and botany. Labeshu M. Chubela M. Bachelor of Science with specialization in biochemistry and genetics. Duplessis M. Ferrara J. Langeveld L. Senatle O. Bachelor of Science with specialization in biochemistry and microbiology. Lakay L. with a distinction. Makarana M. Mare I. Machelu T. with a distinction. Miller J. Ngema M. Nsiuwa T. Siute N. Bachelor of Science for specialization in biochemistry and physiology. Chirwa D with a distinction. Mabasu A. Mofokeng R. Napai A. Chaba A. Olivier M. Ramashi R. Tsunka P. Bachelor of Science with specialization in biochemistry and statistics. Situka N. Bachelor of Science with specialization in biological science. Kumalu N. Kumalu N. Masala N. Mate K. Meslu Makulu S. Malloy M. Pakati S. Puslele I. Khadebe G with a distinction. Seku M. Shibambu M. Chukutsa K. Zozi E. Bachelor of Science for specialization in botany and genetics. Matseu K. Bachelor of Science for specialization in chemistry and biochemistry. Boetus M. Kradok K. Mbata N. Nkoi Z. With a distinction. Pakati M. Putu T. Khadebe M. Sitole X. Van der Westhuizen J, with a distinction. Bachelor of Science with specialization in chemistry and microbiology. Makaringe F, Bachelor of Science with specialization in chemistry and physics. Maduna M, Matlala L, Rousseau C with a distinction. Bachelor of Science with specialization in econometrics. Maungele M, Maluleke M, Moketi M, Onyari U, Kaba L, Bachelor of Science with specialization in environmental geology. Madupe M, Bachelor of Science with specialization in forensic science. Abdul S with a distinction. Jikotla M, Depriya I with a distinction. Dube N, Hendricks B, Slati N, Kutame T, Lessing K, Makanda T, Manjana N with a distinction. Mbongwa P, Mbutsu M, Mere T, Modise N, Moketsani T with a distinction. Mokwena T with a distinction. Monyane T, Morake I, Nkweu T with a distinction. Nonjuane D with a distinction. Ndlovu S, Nteu K, Obishefu A, Roodman Z, Simon C, Sibanda J. Sitole S. Zoni S with a distinction. Steenkamp R with a distinction. Tembe V. Van den Berg S. Bachelor of Science with specialization in genetics and microbiology. Maope K. Makoro S. Makati S. Sigogo T. Chambangu Q. Zungu O with a distinction. Bachelor of Science with specialization in genetics and physiology. Furi T with a distinction. Christendut C. Labaskachni J. Masipala M. Mutle K. Motaung R. Resau M with a distinction. Skeepers M. Cesinye K. Shibane R. Sitya A. Steinman R. Bachelor of Science with specialization in geography. Makotu V. Bachelor of Science with specialization in geography and environmental science. Madiwe M. Masondu M. Mpulu L. Ntsebu S. Semenya A. Smith F. Tekisu M. Bachelor of Science with specialization in geography and statistics. Nchanana K. Bachelor of Science with specialization in geology. Bekela H with a distinction. Die Betswe O. Dooka P. Tume A. Keninda S. Slongwane S. Marwanka A. Mslongo M. Moslele J. Mole B. Mooi M. Ngwenya P. With a distinction. Opara Nadi C. Khadebe T. Ramaslele S. Shiane L. Taliti V. Zwane S. Bachelor of Science with specialization in geology and chemistry. Matsi L. Moshwa Kai P. With a distinction. Nitu O. Chopane K. Bachelor of Science with specialization in mathematics and applied mathematics. Legare N. Bachelor of Science with specialization in mathematics and chemistry. Chengwa Y. Okay, this one. Bachelor of Science with specialization in mathematical science. Ngwele L. Mabitsela T. Muraba N. Bachelor of Science with specialization in microbiology and statistics. Olifant P. Bachelor of Science specialization in physics and astrophysics. Dlamini K. Kilian M. with a distinction. Kobeku R. Moepi T. Mokwena T. Ready D. Sekhala T. Van Vieren E. Bachelor of Science with specialization in physics and engineering subjects. Kadran E. Melomi T. Swala S. Bachelor of Science with specialization in statistics and economics. Alum H. With a distinction. Magalemele K. Kize S. Terblanche B. Bachelor of Science with specialization in statistics and psychology. Ngubeni K. Singwane L. Yeah. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in actuarial science. Abra S. Adam A. Magakula M. Nzebetsana Z. Ofusu K. Paulse N. Foster L. With a distinction. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in astrophysics. McPherson K. Khwabe R. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in behavior genetics. Mbi T. Mofutsana K. Van Wyk Z with a distinction. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in biochemistry. Mechekwa N. Nkwasheng M. Steenkamp B. Van Wyk N with a distinction. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in chemistry. Kola B. Mamabolo M. Nkhari S. Malloy P. with a distinction. Mpakalasi T. Olivier M. with a distinction. Bachelor of Science honors majoring in environmental geology. Mahdi S. Mashishi K. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Environmental Science. Yeye L. Makwawu R. Wakubela L. Mateba B. Molo M. Nkali T. Nkwe T with a distinction. Pitsu T. Takalani M. Van Niekerk M. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Forensic Chemistry. Franken J with a distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Forensic Genetics. Keller D. Mbambu D. Munyanka T. Nkwenka N. Ulofse K with a distinction. Phillips D with a distinction. Schenk A with a distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Forensic Science. Gausart D. Jonas L. Jonas T. Setlolela T with a distinction. C. R. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Genetics. Badibe M. LC with a distinction. Kale T. Gilder T with a distinction. Lenkwe M. Manyobe D. Mahapi T. Nchefu R. Zing S. Speech H with a distinction. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Geographic Information Systems. Matopa M. Bachelor of Science, Honours majoring in Geography. Car E with a distinction. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in geohydrology. Dr. Du Plessis N. Sloya M. Gobalala P. Kiba K. Mamagobo M. Masrocha N. Magoro O. Manama T. Nkanyana L. Scott M with a distinction. Tulare M. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in geology. Kumede T. Holsthausen B with a distinction. Kasuli T. Mafane L. Masheka M. Molatu S. Nzukulu Kula S. Rachedi T. Selumalela T. Shelembe T. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Mathematical Statistics. Bangu E. Kanka S. Landman J. Mabilu M. Magwanyana N. Matotsi M. Makwena M. Ndluvu J with a distinction. Ngubeni A. Sekota H. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Microbiology. Bisondut N. Brewer K. Gauss X with a distinction. Yo-Yo Z. Letoko L. Matumbura T. Mautla M. Choir C. Shaba R. Van den Jefer G. Chikungulu F. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in risk analysis. De Kok C with a distinction. Greiling Z. Seklolela K. Kotslongo Vesi K with a distinction. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in zoology. Patterson S. Masters of Science in Nanoscience. Marole M with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in agrometeorology. Gundula I with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in applied statistics. Maseko Amen J. Nteka P. Master of Science majoring in astrophysics. Cooper J with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in botany. Ramova D with a distinction. Sitole J. Master of Science majoring in chemistry. Iya A with a distinction. Krause T. Nsila A with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in environmental geology. Molabe M. Master of Science majoring in environmental management. Ayambo D. Muramela R. Oops. Nakedi K. Ntsonda T. Claudi T. With a distinction. Silu L. with a distinction. Nimachema K with a distinction. Paturi F. Okay. My Masters of Science majoring in genetics. Mosese L. Master of Science majoring in geography. Masanye E with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in geohydrology. Detlefs M. Master of Science majoring in integrated water management. Diale F. Igotlo K. Maslaku P. Malane S. Mbunyane S. Nemalili S. With a distinction. Ntanta T. With a distinction. Ramashweu T. Ramusia T. Sikali T. Master of Science majoring in mathematics. Stofberg P. Master of Science majoring in microbiology. Barker T. with a distinction. Mo Kangwe L. with a distinction. Nna Balala A. with a distinction. Van Balen C. with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in Mineral Resource Management. Shivese C. Creer C. Motaung M. Tira M. Master of Science majoring in physics. Maslalaine A. Van der Walt M. with a distinction. Master of Science majoring in risk analysis. Masena T. with a distinction. Nechitwi U. with a distinction. Yeah. Councillor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confirm doctoral degrees on the candidates presented to you. I request the supervisors to introduce their candidates to you. Thank you.
Doctor of Philosophy majoring in astrophysics. Van der Westhuizen and Isaac Beatrice. With his thesis titled The Modeling of Synchrotron Emission from Active Galactic Jets Using Hybrid Relativistic Hydrodynamic Simulations, the candidate makes a significant contribution to our understanding of how the observed radiation from jetted AGN links to their physical properties. The thesis demonstrated how different conditions lead to different morphological types of AGN and reproduced many of the observed characteristics, including quasi-periodic emission components in jets and bright filaments found in jet lobes. The tools developed in this thesis can, in the future, be applied to other astrophysical environments. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Saki van der Westhuizen.
Chancellor, I present to you Doctor of Philosophy majoring in botany. With his thesis titled Physiological, Biochemical, and Morphological Responses of Edamame to Combined Drought and Heat Stress, Jeremiah significantly enhances scientific knowledge of how this highly nutritious but underutilized legume in Africa responds to the combined challenges of drought and heat stress, which are intensified by climate change. His research identifies that critical mechanisms that reduce yield losses under drought and heat stress include improved photosynthesis efficiency, effective oxidative stress management, and strengthened cell walls, which offers valuable insights for breeding programs aimed at developing climate-resilient varieties to support sustainable agriculture and food security. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Jeremiah Mpumelelo.
The supervisors were Dr. Marihaan Conradi-Becker and Professor Jeanette Conradi, Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in Chemistry, Mathiesi Nandi, with a thesis titled Experimental and Computational Chemistry Study of Tauperidines and their metal complexes. The candidate utilized density functional theory to elucidate the redox behavior of ruthenium, osmium, and nickel complexes with substituted tauperidine ligands.
Theoretical prediction closely matched experimental trends, advancing the rational design of metal turbidine systems for applications in catalysis, molecular electronics, dye-sensitized solar cells, and functional materials, thereby providing a valuable framework for optimizing substituted turbidines in energy and chemical technologies. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Nandiswe Matiyesi. Supervisors, Dr. Charlene Marais and Prof. Ben Besaidenout. Melanie Visser. With the thesis cross-metathesis-based total synthesis of substituted dihydroalkanes, the candidate describes the development of a novel catalytic strategy towards dihydroalkanes from substrates that can be sourced from readily available sustainable resources. This method, together with a new straightforward approach to carbon glycosides, was successfully applied to the multi-step synthesis of an active pharmaceutical ingredient. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Melanie Visser.
Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in Geography. Chancellor, I present to you Nkuna Besani Lami. With it, thesis titled Developing Models to Detect and Monitoring Maize Diseases in Smallholder Farms of South Africa. The candidate makes a contribution to advancing remote sensing and machine learning for precision for agriculture. With this contribution, she attempts to enhance early detection, disease detection, improving small farmers' resilience. The significant results of this investigation serve as an indication of the value this type of intervention holds for the attempt to find a solution to mitigate maize disease losses and ensuring food security in resource-constrained farming communities. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Besani Lami Nkuna.
Doctor of Philosophy majoring in Geoagrology, Chaka Disebo, with her thesis titled Modeling Groundwater Flow in Dual Media with Stochastic and Global Differentiation. The candidate makes a significant contribution to the groundwater flow problem in heterogeneous aquifer by employing fractional calculus using Capito, Fabrizio, and Atangana-Baliano derivative to derive advanced groundwater flow equation that capture crossover behavior among rock matrix, fall-affected zone, and fractured media. This robust numerical simulation reveals basic scale flow dynamic influenced by geological heterogeneity and offer a realistic framework for sustainable groundwater management, enabling proactive decision-making in complex aquifer system. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Chaka, 28-year-old.
Herman Jacobus Wilhelmus, with his title a thesis entitled Using Forward and Inverse Modeling to Investigate the Capability of Two-Dimensional Electrical Resistivity Tomography to Detect Water-Bearing Zones in the Subsurface. The candidate's research advances the field of hydrogeophysics by critically examining the application of two-dimensional electrical resistivity tomography for detecting groundwater-bearing zones in the subsurface. For innovative forward and inverse modeling, he provides key insights into the complexities of subsurface imaging, addressing critical challenges such as non-uniqueness and equivalence that often hinder accurate interpretation of resistivity models. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Jacobus Wilhelmus Houman.
Mangigi Awardor, with her thesis titled Modeling a Conversion of Confined to Unconfined Aquifer Flow, a groundwater management tool. The candidate developed numerical solution using differential operator, including power law process and fractal derivative to simulate the critical conversion time from confined to unconfined aquifer behavior in dual aquifer system affected by climate change-induced recharge deficit. This simulation validated with aquifer parameter from pump text in Langerban provide a practical decision support tool for proactive groundwater management, enabling a regulator to implement measures such as water use, curtailment or new result development. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Awado Mangigi. Palesa, with her thesis titled Modeling the Effect of Pandemic-Induced Burial on Groundwater Contamination, a hydrological and epidemiological assessment. The candidate integrate the SEER epidemiological model with a human decay simulation and advanced advection dispersion equation using piecewise function and Dirac delta representation to numerically evaluate how pandemic-induced burial surge affect groundwater quality. Validate with water quality data from the Langberg symmetry. Her work revealed critical contamination pathway influenced by burial depth, body mass, and geological heterogeneity, providing robust decision support tool for sustainable groundwater management and public health protection. Chancellor, in addition to what I said, this thesis leave the world with the following question. If one person die and we bury the person will take 2 meters square. Imagine the population of the world. If 80% of us are buried in the next 200 years, how much land will remain? Thank you. I present to you Dr. Palesa.
Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in Geology, Justine Maxson, with a thesis titled Constraining Parental Magma Compositions and Magma Dynamics in the Bushveld Complex through High-Resolution Multi-Isotope Analysis across Major Compositional and mineralogical discontinuities, the candidate elucidates the processes responsible for and the magma dynamics across 3 much-studied intervals of the Bushveld complex. She argues for the mixing of minerals crystallized from isotopically distinct magmas rather than the mixing of melts across 2 of the intervals, and explores the possible causal relationship between plagioclase stabilization and observed isotopic variations across the boundary between the lower and upper critical zones. Chancellor, I present you Dr. Justine Maxson.
Chancellor Samantha McCauley, majoring in microbiology. Study leaders were Professor Robert Bragg and Dr. Charlotte Boucher. With her thesis, Insights into Disinfectant Resistance of Highly Resistant Isolate Serratia HRI, the candidate made a significant contribution to understanding the mechanisms of disinfectant resistance in bacteria. She demonstrated that the bacterial stress response plays a major role in resistance, which has very far-reaching consequences in the medical setting. She also demonstrated that the mode of action of disinfectants is from within the bacterial cell, refuting the current hypothesis that disinfectants attack the bacteria from the outside. She has published 5 articles in peer-reviewed articles from this work, and she's also presented her work at 5 international conferences. Furthermore, she was also the youngest ever recipient of the South African Society for Microbiology Bronze Medal, awarded to an outstanding publication in the field of microbiology. Chancellor, let me be the first to introduce you to Dr. Samantha McCauley.
Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in Physics. Wahangkwele Makubane. With a thesis entitled Down and Up Conversion, Layers for Enhancing the Performance of Crystalline Silicon Solar Cell Efficiency, the candidate research study aims to utilize yttrium oxide, luminescent layers, to improve the conversion efficiency of the crystalline silicon solar cell. Using pulsar laser deposition and spin coating techniques, she fabricated luminescent layers that were able to emit within the spectral range of the crystalline silicon solar cell. The obtained research findings suggest that the fabricated luminescent layers can be practically utilized for the improvement of crystalline silicon solar cell performance. Her exceptional research findings have produced 4 publications and won her an award for a most outstanding PhD poster presentation at the annual South African Institute of Physics Conference. Chancellor, I present to you Wahangkwele Makubane.
Doctor of Philosophy, major in Physics, Tladi Bitumelo Charlotte. With her thesis, Construction of Cobalt-Reduced Graphene Oxide Heterostructure-Based Sensor with Novel Metals Loading for LPG and propane detection, the candidate makes a significant contribution to gas-sensing material capable of functioning at low working temperature. With this contribution, she has optimized the composition of cobalt oxide nanoparticles integrating reduced graphene oxide sheets for LPG detection with high sensitivity and selectivity. Lower working temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius were achieved by decorating these materials with silver, ruthenium, noble metals, nanoparticles, bringing this material near the ideal ambient operating temperature. This thesis actually produced more than 3 publications. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Bitumelo Charlotte Tladi.
Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in statistics. The candidate is Chideme Costa. With his thesis titled Statistical Modeling and Forecasting of Blood Donations at a Blood Bank in Zimbabwe, the candidate contributes to scholarship on forecasting blood supply, focusing on the use of stochastic models in determining future blood donation patterns in Zimbabwe. The study's central argument is that time series and Markov chain models are more instructive for understanding and explaining the stochastic and uncertainty dynamics associated with blood donations. The study's findings indicate that blood donor demographics have a significant impact on blood donation and should be incorporated in decision-making regarding the same. The candidate has 6 publications. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Costa Chideme. Doctor of Philosophy, majoring in statistics. The candidate is Jakarta Owen. With his thesis titled Statistical Modeling of Financial Risk in both the South African industrial and financial markets, the candidate contributes to scholarship on risk estimation and analysis, focusing on the use of non-normal distributed best risk models. The study presents the argument that extreme value distributions like the GEVD, GPD, and Archimedean Gumbo-Coppola models are more appropriate non-normal distributions best risk models for estimating and analyzing extreme risk in the sub-markets. The results show that financial markets are riskier than the industrial markets. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Owen Jakarta with 9 publications. Thank you very much.
Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduce to you. Awarded to a student who has achieved the best results with respect to a 3-year bachelor degree in the Faculty of Natural and Agriculture Science. Acting Chancellor, I present to you Rousseau Christine.
I have now the honor to introduce our guest speaker for today. She's the head of the Strategy and Program Development at the Peritum Agri Institute, Ms. Peterson. Emmy Peterson completed her undergraduate studies in social sciences at the University of the Free State in 1990. In 1997, she graduated with a master's degree in clinical social science from the University of Johannesburg. She went on to obtain a certificate in organizational development and change management from the Pepperdine University and completed the senior executive program at the Harvard Business School in Boston, USA. She is a specialist in strategy development and organizational development and design, who consults widely in the agricultural sector. She is also the co-author of a book on leadership in the African context, currently in its 4th review, and holds professional registration with the South African Board of People Practices as a registered master HR practitioner. I am pleased to present Ms. Peterson, who will deliver the keynote and congratulatory message. Thank you.
Dumelang, Molweni, Goeiedag, Good day, Sanibonani, Namaste, Kofsi students. Now graduates, with respect, all protocols observed. Graduates, please receive my heartfelt congratulations on your graduation today. Be it a first degree or a postgrad, well done. Walking over the stage today is witness to many hours of dedication, digging deep into your core to find the discipline, the energy, and the resilience to stay with the process of realizing a dream. I was asked to share with you some insights and lessons learned from my career as a word of encouragement to your career. Well, I'm a purpose seeker, so by nature I tend to overthink or reflect very deeply. So summarizing insights gained during 6,132,000 minutes of work experience and condense that into a 15-minute talk was quite an assignment. But let me put your minds to ease. If you would allow me, I will be honored to share with you just 5 principles that helped me and are still helping me today to shape not only my career and my business, but also my life. The first P is to open up your mind to the presence coming to you every day. Every day we wake up with 2 givens, a chance and a choice. The thing about being given a present is that it requires a response from you before it can actually add value to your life. You need to reach out and accept that present, else it will not be able to mean anything to you. But to do that, you need to free up your hands. You need to unclench your fists. If you are filled with any form of anger, frustration, resentment, and find yourself fighting fit throughout your career, you might not be able to accept the wonderful opportunities that would subtly come your way. Open your hands and open your heart. Let go of disappointment and pain, because hanging on to it causes you more damage than it causes the person or the people that laid it upon you. But, as you will know, presence always comes wrapped. So at some point in your career, your chances will be taken away. You will find yourself in a situation where you might feel helpless, unsure, disappointed, and in that moment, you will still have a choice. The choice to embrace the very fact that your comfort zone is shaken. The choice not to fight it, but to learn from it and to explore what lies underneath the wrapping. The last time I stood here on this stage before today was more than 3 decades ago, obtaining my degree in social science, and very specifically, social work. I was a therapist by heart and nature, probably still is, which is worlds removed from being the owner and director of an agricultural college, my current job. So my present came wrapped as a forceful retrenchment 10 years into my super happy and successful corporate career. I will forever be grateful for how that unfortunate event cut me loose to open up to the opportunities that followed. In the past 25 years, I have spent 16 hours a day or more to build a business that I was never trained for. But I assure you, I have not worked a day. It continues up to today to feel like a special favor that I'm allowed to enjoy for one more moment every day. Patrick Overton, at that time the director of the Columbia College for Community and Cultural Studies, once said, "When you come to the edge of all the light you have and must take a step into the darkness and the unknown, believe that only one of 2 things can happen. Either you will set foot on solid ground, or you will learn to fly." The second P I want to share with you is the realization that a person have a presence. KFC, Coca-Cola, Porsche, Virgin Active, the EFF, all these brands bring a stimulus to your mind the moment I mention it. KFC is not present here today, but we all now smell it, see the image of the beery kernel, and spontaneously feel hungry or nauseous. As a person, you also carry a brand, one that you cannot avoid or steer clear of, even if you try and be quiet, evasive, and invisible at work. That is what you will be defined as. Every new person you meet, every door you will enter into in your career offers you a chance and a choice. The chance to make an impact, to influence, to establish new connections, to grow relations, or not. However hard you try, you cannot not have a personal brand. Realize this early and choose to manage your brand well. Make it work for you. I have learned over many years that my brand is best managed and most influential when I speak and act with humble confidence. Success sells success. People feel safe with someone that are confident. Do, however, not mistake arrogance for confidence. Arrogance is an inflated sense of self-importance and superiority, and it normally stems from insecurity. While confidence, on the other hand, stems from a very deep sense of self-awareness and an ability to embrace interdependence. Confidence is a two-legged phenomenon. One leg stands firmly on an honest and humble knowledge of one's capabilities, but also one's weaknesses. It develops and grows as one opens to feedback and constructive criticisms that you receive along the way. Eager to improve, To learn, to adapt, and explore new ways will bring you far. The other leg that confidence stands on is the firm knowledge that you will find yourself standing on the shoulders of others when your capability might not be sufficient to address the challenges at hand. But for that, two things are required: the wisdom to know which shoulders to stand on, and that develops as one let your guard down, learn to really appreciate the diverse contribution and perspective that others bring. And it would also require the certainty that the shoulders will be there when you require them. And that culminates from the sincere interaction you have with people at all levels of your own organization, but also at all levels of the organizations that you interact with. Success requires a daily investment in developing your presence. The third P I'd like to share with you from my career is that you need to learn to prioritize to perfection. You cannot prioritize if you have not planned. I've learned that whatever seems impossible just needs a little structuring. There is magic in breaking down the complexity of matter into chewable chunks. For me, I get the best results when I prioritize thought over emotion and action over blame. It is said that the pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects the wind to change, and the realist adjusts the sails. There is no such thing as not having enough time. We are all issued with the exact same amount of time, down to the last millisecond every day. Choose what you spend your time on. Choose with whom you spend this time. And prioritize how much time you are able to invest in each activity. And you will find at the end of your capped day that you've achieved unlimited outcomes. There are many practical tips and techniques that you can learn over time to make more of the time that you have available. Two that I want to mention is that you need to learn to apply the Pareto principle. Invest your time, it's precious, into the 20% that will give you an 80% return. That applies to tasks, it applies to opportunities, it applies to projects, but it also applies to emotions and to people. Mark Twain, the great writer and author, gave the following advice. He said that if it's your job to eat the frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. So avoid procrastinating those big, difficult jobs. Do them first. And once you've mastered all the techniques that you have the opportunity to learn through your lifetime, what remains is to merely manage your focus and energy. Every moment in life is precious. Prioritize. Which brings me to the fourth P, partner up. I've already said that it takes a village to raise a child. Half of my confidence, and hence present, is based on the fact that I have shoulders to stand on. There's so much truth in the overused cliche that success is not determined by who you are, but by who you know. Bull, McNeil, and Haig, in a research study they did about the value of partnerships in business, defined it so beautifully, and I quote, they said, "The value of partnerships is found in the mutual benefits reaped by two or more entities coming together, sharing their resources to co-create value and effect systemic change in addressing major challenges." But let's make it practical. Think about Lennon and McCartney of the Beatles partnership. There were 4 Beatles, but blending Paul McCartney's natural optimism with Lennon's blues-influenced sadness made the chemistry go magic. Their song, Yesterday, recorded in 1965, still stands in the Guinness Book of Records today as a song recorded by more artists than any other song in the world. Another famous partnership, good example, is Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. It was Wozniak who designed and built the first Apple computer. He was the technical whiz. But Jobs knew what the consumers wanted. It was Jobs' marketing skills applied to the product that destined them to become the giants of the digital world. So, ladies and gentlemen, take it from a social worker that now runs the largest private agricultural college in South Africa, it's impossible to scale success without partnering up. Do, however, keep in mind that a network is like an ATM. What you put in over time is what will be available to withdraw when you need it most. Your legacy one day will not be measured by the extent of your wealth or your intelligence, but by the depth and the sincerity of your stewardship. And now for the very last P. Persevere. You have to develop the stomach to stay with the process. The National Inventors Hall of Fame has a beautiful quote on the wall of the entry hall. It reads, "Perseverance is the one thing that makes the difference. You don't fail until you give up." Perseverance is only a mind game. If I would be asked today to identify only one defining moment in my career, then it would not be any of the successes or the failures I experienced. It would be a day 15 years back when the penny dropped for me. Tony Frost, the then CEO of the World Wildlife Fund, said in a conference, and I quote, "All of life happens only in the 6 inches between our ears." I'm inviting you today to play with this thought in your mind until you grasp the magnitude of the impact thereof. If it is to be, let it be up to me. In closing, though I love what I do, what I'm most grateful for in my life is that I've been blessed to be the mother of a son. So it's just appropriate to close off my word of encouragement to all of you with a piece of wisdom that I have for the past 25 years tried to pass on to my super perfectionistic son. And that is that the way you were formed in your mother's womb remains to be a miracle that still surpasses all human abilities. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. Grow your career and the life. Congratulations once again. And go make us Koffsies proud. I thank you.
I think we all feel and want to say thank you for making the time to share your wisdom with us today, Emmy. Thank you for that. We appreciate your thought-provoking and encouraging words you shared, and thank you for making our graduation even more significant. I think your words fully resonated with all the graduates, families, and staff members here. So thank you very much. I'm pleased to request the Acting Chancellor to conclude the proceedings for today.
Oh, what a morning. The spirit here of celebration has just been palpable. Distinguished guests, this concludes the proceedings for this morning, but there's one thing that I would like us to do, and that is that our graduates that are sitting here, we never walk this road on our own. There's always people that walks with us, that supports us, and I'm sure some of your parents will be pleased in the not too far distance to say they may now be graduated, but they're also out of my pocket, because that's often the challenge. But I want to use this opportunity to ask our graduates to give a round of applause to everyone who's here that has supported you to get here. Thanks. So the university takes great pleasure in inviting all our graduates and their family and guests to exam room number 4, where we will serve tea and coffee. The national anthem will now be played, and after that, I request you all to remain standing while the congregation will then dissolve and the main and academic processions leave the hall. So please rise. By virtue of the power vested in me, I hereby dissolve the congregation of the University of the Free State. Thank you.